Welcome back to Tea's Veggies. My name is Natasha. I'm on the island of St. Martin. So this is the time of the month when we do our garden tour. So we're now at the July garden tour. Things are gonna look much different than they look in the other videos because everything is extremely dry and hot. And even right now, I'm hiding among the trees because it is very, 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 very hot. When I was in the car a while ago, it was 33 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but yeah, that's about what it was. The sun is not making joke, so this tour probably is gonna be a short one. Right here we have the palm sweat tree, and it's starting. Let me see if I can reach this. It's starting to get back on 1 or 2 palm sweats. No, I don't want to fall. Let's try to see if we could get this palm sweat. All this for 1 palm sweat. I guess you could see it. Let me put on this. I have a feeling I'm gonna fall. Okay, so here's a palm sweat I was working so hard to get just now. And in previous videos, I showed what a palm sweat looks like. So it has one seed in it, and kind of like an apple kind of texture. So moving on, we have the cashew nut tree, and the time for that has passed. So there's not any more blossoms or anything else. But the palm sweat tree, on the other hand, is just starting to put out blossoms, and they have some small palm sweats on it. This plum tree, of course, is filled with green plums for the longest while. We have our coconut trees that continue growing. This papaya tree, I think lack of water made it fall. It's extremely dry. This is the other side of the plum tree. And here we have the sugar apples. All along here. And this is the one I have to keep checking. So let me try to show the difference. So you see how this one, everything is tight, and this one is starting to open up a bit. So it open up gradually, and that's when it's ripening. That's one way to tell when they're getting ripe, and then you feel them and you can tell they start to get soft. This is a red plum. The first plum I showed was the yellow plum. So this one already finished bearing. I don't think it's going to bear again for the year. I think that's it for it. My blueberry is basically dead. And then everything here is just a mess. For those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that my lime tree was here. I took that out. On a short video you can see what I did with that. And then here I have a pineapple. What else is here? Some lemongrass that I planted from seed. I have to do research as to what's the name of this bush, but we make tea with it in the Caribbean. I have 2 more lemongrass here. It's just a mess. It's weeds, and yeah. I put some okras here. They seem to be doing fine because okras love the heat. And I think these are okras as well, or sorrel. I have no idea, because I had okras planted in the cells, and I went and planted sorrel, roselle. So I don't know which one it is that's growing. You see, these are dry weather sea grapes. You see how small they are? They look so dry. And then we have some more up there. And while I'm on camera, let me see if I could test a kidnap and see if they got any riper. You see that? Still not ripe enough. If I eat at least 3 of those, my mouth would be in such a state. I don't have much seedlings right now. A lot of them croaked in the sun. And then even though the herbs, I still have parsley, mint. This mint is trying to catch itself. Spoke about it in a video. A chicken dug everything up there. Still have a few herbs. Yeah, so I have them shaded under the tree, trying to save them. The star fruit is blossoming again, so we might get some more star fruit. And we have a few more left up there, but they gave a good bit of star fruit with the reflection and everything. I don't know if you can see, but there's basil, there's a zinnia. Even the okras that usually handle the heat well, they seem to be suffering. You see, leaves are even falling off. So this okra, since the tree is already working hard, and take that okra off. Another pineapple here, and the green onions trying to hold on. Basil, and these eggplants, some kind of worm or something is eating the leaves. And my tomatoes, all the tomatoes that are around here, I took them out and I replanted. I tried to propagate, but listen, the way the sun is set up these days, I don't know if these would come back to life. Look at them. Hopeful still. And this is some nice, I think this is the dwarf Greek basil because it's so short, but it's potent. I love the smell. Then I have a lot of these basils all over. I have some eggplants here, but as I said, the heat, nothing is doing well with the heat. And this soursop is blossoming. I keep on seeing it blossoming. Here are the blossoms, but then I don't see any soursops coming on a tree. There were so many blossoms, and okay, so when the things fall off, I guess this is what it gives, and it was supposed to turn into a soursop. I have no idea. I never had a soursop tree, so forgive me for the lack of knowledge. I don't know if those will actually make a soursop, but all of those blossoms that fell off, they gave that away to see if they grow and actually come to something. They seem dry, like they're going to fall off. This citrus, this orange tree, is not doing anything as usual. I have one tomato left in here that's holding on. The okras, those are still doing well, and these are kind of shaded by this wall, so they're not getting full sun all day. Like right now, they're not getting full sun, so I have to pick those 2 okras. Oh, there's another one down there. So you have to keep your eyes on okras because they ripen so fast. This is a pepper that turns from this color to purple. And then in between here I have basil and 2 okras. Oh, there's a nice okra again. I forgot to show these because I keep forgetting them. So I was gifted this sugar apple. So this is supposed to be the red sugar apple. I'm so excited. So I transplanted it from the pot that I got it in, and it's thriving. I don't know if this was one of them as well, so I'm just leaving it. Then this is white fruit turmeric, so that was a gift as well. Shout out to Cooking with Trish for hooking her girl up. She also gave me these. So I think this is a soursop and this is a curry leaf. I just transplanted them. And this is my famous lime tree that I'm trying to see if taking it out to the sun and giving it more water, nutrients and all that, if we'll get it to come back to life. Oh, maybe I see signs of life. See new leaves coming on. So I might just have to trim off these brown areas and let it try to resurrect it. Next, back to the sun. There we go, back to the sun. Oops. So this papaya tree doesn't have on any more papayas. My aloe vera, I didn't cut anything from it for a while, but I have to cut from it. And I took one of these baby plants, so they make babies on the side, and I put it here. Yes, I know a lot has to be weeded. The garden needs some care. These days I haven't been taking care of it. This other papaya is not doing anything. Here I put some, so those were from seed as well. These are two lemongrass, and then pigeon peas, a pepper here, celery, this tomato suffering as well, tomato, another pepper, and that's about it here. Fig tree, I don't know what to say. Look at what the tomatoes look like over here. Crispy. This is the plantain right here. Everything here died. This is another coconut. The passion fruit comes from here. These are bananas. They're dwarf. And then here as well, all the tomatoes died. So hopefully, and then we have a lot of weeds all along here. Hopefully in the month of August it starts to cool back down, because it's rough. This is another coconut, and then the passion fruit here with the guava. So I am so sad that there's not a lot going on. I loved walking through and seeing everything grow and develop. The things come in times and seasons. So this is the hurricane season, and you would think everything would be so green because there's all this rain in the hurricane season, but we haven't been getting any rain. Some of the islands have, but we haven't been getting any rain. So this is what things look like. I can't be upset because we did have a lot going on at a certain point, and I was able to get certain little harvests and such. So we're grateful for the good and we're grateful for the bad. So the tour wasn't a very long one, but comparing to how I started out the video, you can see that your girl out here sweating. So I'm gonna just pick those okras to add to these, and then I'll be leaving the garden. So I want to thank you for coming along with me even when I don't have a lot going on. I thank you for watching my videos. So please like, comment, subscribe, share my videos with people that you know would love watching them. Bye.